Let's talk about a guy named Sam. Sam wakes up one morning. His mouth feels like the Sahara Desert. He stumbles to the kitchen. He grabs the biggest glass he can find. He chugs a whole lot of water. It feels good, refreshing. A little while later, he gets that familiar, undeniable urge. He has to go. An hour after that, he has to go again. He stands there thinking, geez, where does it all come from? Why do I need to pee so often just from one glass of water? It's a simple question many of us have asked. It seems like a direct in and out process, but the journey that water takes is way more fascinating than you might think. This everyday experience is a gateway to one of the most underrated, hard-working systems in your body. We don't give it much thought until it sends signals we can't ignore. Like the urgent need to find a restroom. Deep inside you, there's a sophisticated, non-stop purification plant working around the clock. The system is small, tucked away out of sight. But the work it does is absolutely massive. It's responsible for keeping your internal environment clean. It's responsible for keeping your internal environment stable. It's responsible for keeping your internal environment perfectly balanced. Have you ever stopped to wonder how that morning glass turns into, well, you know? So what exactly is this urinary system we're talking about? Think of it as your body's personal, highly efficient cleanup crew and fluid management department. It's a dedicated group of organs, and each one has a very specific job to do. When they all work together, they keep your internal environment pristine. The main players on this team are the 2 kidneys, 2 ureters, the bladder, the urethra. It's a relatively small group, but their collective impact on your overall health is enormous. They are the unsung heroes working tirelessly in the background. The primary mission of the urinary system is to filter your blood and create urine to dispose of waste products. Every day your blood cycles through this system, getting scrubbed clean of toxins and byproducts. But the system is smarter than a simple drain. It doesn't just dump everything, it carefully regulates water salts and other important minerals, a process called homeostasis. This concept of homeostasis is key. Imagine keeping a swimming pool perfectly clean with just the right chemical balance. Not too much chlorine, not too little, and the pH just right. That's what your urinary system does, on a far more complex scale. It keeps the fluid around your cells stable and optimal. Too much water, it gets rid of the excess. Low on water, it conserves it. Too much salt, it flushes it out. This constant adjustment lets the rest of your body function properly. In short, the urinary system is your body's master regulator. Without it, waste would build up to toxic levels, fluid and electrolyte balance would fall apart, and serious health problems would follow quickly. These organs aren't just for bathroom trips. They are your health silent guardians working 24/7. Next, let's zoom in on the star players, the kidneys themselves. Now let's get to the heart of the operation, the kidneys. You have 2 of them, and they're located on either side of your spine, just below your rib cage, kind of toward your back. If you put your hands on your hips and slide them up a bit, you're in the right neighborhood. Each kidney is only about the size of a large fist and has a distinctive, familiar shape, just like a kidney bean, which of course is no coincidence. Despite their modest size, these organs are true powerhouses. They are the primary filters of your body, and the amount of work they do is pretty staggering when you really think about it. These bean-shaped marvels are packed with about 1 million tiny, intricate filtering units called nephrons. These nephrons are the real workhorses. You can't see them with the naked eye, but they are where all the magic happens. Every single day, your 2 kidneys combined will filter roughly 180 liters, or about 45 gallons, of blood, like filtering a full bathtub every 24 hours. They process your body's entire blood supply more than 30 times a day, tirelessly pulling out waste materials and extra fluid to keep your blood clean and your body in balance. But their job description doesn't stop at filtration. Your kidneys are multi-talented organs with a few other critical roles. For instance, they play a huge part in controlling your blood pressure. They do this by managing your body's fluid levels and by releasing a hormone that can constrict your blood vessels. They also produce other essential hormones, including one that signals your bone marrow to create new red blood cells, which are vital for carrying oxygen throughout your body. So if you've ever felt energetic and full of life, you have your kidneys, in part, to thank for that. Alright, let's zoom in and demystify the filtering process. How does a kidney actually clean your blood? It happens in a few elegant steps inside those million tiny nephrons. First things first, blood needs to get into the kidney through the renal artery, which branches off the aorta from your heart. The artery splits into smaller vessels, sending blood to the nephrons. Think of it as a superhighway to the purification plant. Within each nephron, blood flows into the glomerulus. The glomerulus is the first heavy-duty filter. It's wrapped by Bowman's capsule. Blood pressure forces out water, salts, sugar, amino acids, and waste products like urea into the capsule. The filter is selective. It keeps the big stuff: red blood cells, white blood cells, large protein molecules. Those stay in the bloodstream and keep circulating. The filtrate then moves into the renal tubule. This is the reclamation zone. Filtrate contains things the body wants: water, glucose, certain salts. Tubule cells reabsorb the good stuff and return it to surrounding capillaries. It's highly regulated to keep balance. What's left becomes urine, mostly water, concentrated with urea and excess salts, flowing from nephrons to the renal pelvis and onward. Once the kidneys have done their brilliant work of creating urine, that waste-filled fluid has to go somewhere. It can't just hang out in the kidneys. This is where the next set of organs in the urinary system takes over, forming the plumbing that transports and stores the urine before it leaves your body. The first stop on this journey is a pair of long, thin tubes called the ureters. There's one ureter connected to each kidney. Their sole job is to act as a transport channel, carrying the steady trickle of urine from the kidneys down to the bladder. The ureters aren't just passive tubes. They have walls made of smooth muscle that rhythmically contract and relax in a wave-like motion. This process, called peristalsis, actively pushes the urine downward, ensuring it gets to its destination whether you're standing, sitting, or lying down. It's the same kind of muscle action that moves food through your digestive system. These muscular tubes work continuously, transporting small amounts of urine to the bladder every 10 to 15 seconds, ensuring a constant and efficient flow away from the delicate kidneys. Next, the urine arrives at the bladder. The bladder is essentially a hollow, muscular, and remarkably stretchy bag located in your lower abdomen. Its main purpose is to serve as a temporary storage reservoir for urine. When it's empty, the bladder is small and folded. As it fills, its walls expand, allowing it to hold a significant amount of liquid. A healthy adult bladder can comfortably hold about 400 to 600 milliliters, roughly a pint glass or a standard water bottle, before sending strong signals to empty. When the time comes, the urethra connects the bladder to the outside. A bladder squeeze pushes urine out. So you've got a bladder that's filling up. How do you know it's time to go? And how do you control it? This process involves a fascinating and constant conversation between your bladder and your brain. The wall of your bladder is embedded with special stretch receptors, tiny nerve endings that act like sensors. As the bladder fills and stretches, these receptors fire. About half full, they send the first gentle nudge. I might need a bathroom soon. As it keeps filling, the signals get stronger and more frequent. That urgency you can't ignore. Control comes from two sphincters, gates at the bladder's base where it meets the urethra. One, the internal sphincter, opens automatically when the bladder is full. The external sphincter is under your voluntary control. Your brain can tell the external sphincter to stay tightly closed until it's time and place appropriate. When you decide to go, your brain coordinates. Relax the external sphincter. Contract the detrusor muscle to push urine out. It's a beautiful example of conscious choice working seamlessly with automatic body functions. Ever wondered what urine is actually made of? It might seem like a simple waste product, but its composition can tell you a surprising amount about what's going on inside your body. First and foremost, urine is mostly water, about 95%. The remaining 5% is a complex cocktail of dissolved substances filtered from your blood. The most significant waste by volume is urea, created in the liver as a byproduct when your body breaks down proteins. Eat meat, beans, or eggs. Proteins become amino acids. Excess gets converted to energy, producing toxic ammonia. The liver turns that into safer urea. Urea enters blood, gets filtered, and leaves in urine. Urine also carries electrolytes, sodium, potassium, chloride, calcium, as your kidneys fine-tune balance. Eat a salty meal? They excrete more sodium to rebalance you. Color, clarity, and smell tell stories. Yellow comes from urochrome. Dark yellow suggests dehydration. Very pale means well-hydrated. Foods and meds can change color or odor. Persistent red or tea-dark warrants a doctor visit. Now that you know how incredibly hard your urinary system works for you, it only makes sense to take good care of it. The great news? You don't need a drastic overhaul. It often comes down to simple, consistent habits. The first and most important habit is to drink enough water. Water helps flush out urea and excess salts. Hydration makes the job easier and reduces kidney stone risk. Second, be mindful of salt. High sodium drives high blood pressure, a leading cause of kidney damage. High pressure harms the kidney's tiny filters. Small changes help. Read labels, cook more at home, use herbs and spices instead of salt. Third, keep your body moving. Activity supports healthy weight, blood pressure, and blood sugar, all kidney-friendly. You don't need to run marathons. A brisk 30-minute walk most days wins. It's about consistency, not intensity. Hydrate, watch salt, move. The three-legged stool that protects your filtration plant. Do you drink enough water each day? So, let's bring it all back home. We started with Sam and his simple glass of water. We followed its journey through the body's intricate urinary system. So much more than plumbing. It's your body's master chemist and purification plant. Your two fist-sized kidneys clean your entire blood supply dozens of times a day, pulling out waste and balancing fluids and salts. They even help manage blood pressure, all to maintain homeostasis. Urine travels kidneys to ureters to bladder to urethra, under an elegant brain-bladder control system. Simple habits matter. Drink water, manage salt, stay active. They help prevent stones and chronic disease. You have the power to help your kidneys do their job well. If you learned one new thing, drop a comment. What surprised you most, and do you drink enough water? Please subscribe for more clear health videos. Like and share with a friend who could drink more water. Pinned comment. I'll share my favorite hydration tip. Reply with yours. Thanks for watching.